Hello and welcome. If you have been watching the other two videos and you're hearing a fan in the background or something, I'm very sorry. I installed a small microphone here to where we wouldn't have that issue. And the past two videos, I forgot to plug it in. So yeah, that's the way it goes when you start something new. You're not used to it. Sometimes it happens. There's no excuse. I just didn't get it plugged in. But if you've been watching, you will know this is the third video of unboxings. We got so much stuff in that we split it up into three to where we could try to keep these videos shorter. And yeah, you'll need to check out the other two videos. We have gotten in wishables, we've gotten in things that we're going to make into bag charms, we've gotten in some stuff we're going to be relisting on Vinted, we've gotten pins, we've gotten a book for us to put our pins that are on the backer cards in. We've gotten all kinds of stuff, so make sure you check out those last two videos. And again, if the sound is awful, I'm sorry. It's an error on my end. This time we have three more. I'm not sure what's in any of these, as I keep saying, because I've ordered so much, I don't know. I started in on Vinted and I have bought a lot. It's become a bad habit. But the thing is, it's stuff for us to open on this channel, but also it's stuff to add to my collections. And then if it's stuff that I decide that is not right for me when it comes in, that's fine. I'll just turn around and list it back onto my Vinted page or my Vinted store. So if you don't know what Vinted is, it is a company that is for you to be able to sell things on, and they do not hold out any fees. I have no affiliates with them. I don't get paid from them. I have nothing there other than I have my own store there. I am using my experience from that for all of this, and I am loving it. I used to sell on eBay. I got eat up so bad by the fees that they were holding out. Not only would they hold out just the fees that they tell you about or show you, but they also started holding out collectible value fees. And when you try to sell things like pins, even though it's not under collectibles, it's just a Disney pin or toys or anything like that, if they thought it had a collectible value, they would add it to it. And you could get absolutely nothing from what you would sell, because some of my pins I was only selling for $5 and I was getting nothing out of it. So I will no longer sell on eBay. I will no longer buy on eBay for the fact that I feel like what they're doing is wrong, and I think they should be giving everybody their money back for that collectible value fee. That is not fair. Vinted, on the other hand, whatever you list your items for, that is the money you get. If you decide to take less than what you have it valued at because somebody made you an offer or you decided to make somebody an offer, then that is what you get, because it's the amount of money that you agree upon with the person that is purchasing, and that is the money that will then, if you are the seller, go into your account. But I do love it. They do add a buyer protection fee to anything that you purchase. Basically, it's kind of like an insurance, so it's making sure that what you get is what you were sold, and that if anything happens in shipping of it, that you get your money and that the seller gets their money. It's just a little insurance fee there, and I don't mind paying that. I'll pay that every single day. They get to keep that money if nothing happens, and that's okay, because they're the ones giving you the ability to sell stuff. And so if that's the way they want to get their money, I have been buying so much stuff on there and I've been paying that fee. So it's definitely a fee that is reasonable. Okay, so this one came from Claire. So Claire, if you're watching this, thank you so much for sending this. Now, when I bought this, I knew it had a stain on it, and I'm okay with that. I wear hats all the time. I wear hats when we play golf. I wear hats whenever we go somewhere. I wear hats all the time. The thing about this hat is I'm going to attempt to clean this, but this actually did come from Walt Disney World, so it is an authentic hat, and this is all embroidered. So it's like Mickey throughout the years: 1928, 1929, 1938, 1940, 1941, and then the Mickey Mouse we know today. I do plan to try to clean this so we can see if it will clean up, and if not, it will be fine, because I'll just end up wearing it whenever we go do things like trivia or whatever, and I'm just wanting to put a hat on and go quickly. I won't mind. I got this for like basically nothing. It was definitely nice. So she did a little card. Thank you so much for including this. Thank you for buying so much of my stuff. I threw a couple freebies as a thank you. I appreciate you, Claire. How sweet. Thank you, Claire. It's very appreciative. And then there's another little envelope in here. so we can see what's in here. I have bought other pins from Claire. So some of our past videos had things from Claire in there. So thank you so much, Claire, for sending these over. I think these two are what she's talking about, because I don't think I bought those. I did buy the Kilimanjaro Safari pin from her. I got one of the other ones, the Animal Kingdom pins from her. This was a set that Disney did, and it came with a hat. And I think there were like 6 pins in that. Okay, Claire, you're going to have to let me know how you sealed these up, because this is awesome. I need one of those. Let me know how you did it if you're watching this video, or if anybody watching this video knows how she took bubble wrap and put pins in it and then sealed it around them. I want to know how you did that. That'd be awesome to have. Okay, so this is a Tsum Tsum of Pluto. Now, we've been talking about Boo Boo Kitty pins on here. This is a Boo Boo Kitty pin, but of course I'm going to put it in my trader book for other Boo Boo Kitties when we're at the parks. These make excellent traders, and if I had a collection of Pluto, I'd put it in there anyway, but I don't actually have a Pluto collection. This is the back of this pin. This pin is very clean on the back. It's not as shiny as what the real pins usually are. It has a little bit of a raised area around the edges of it, and it's pretty thin compared to most of these pins. A lot of these are thicker metal, so that's definitely a sign that these are Boo Boo Kitty pins or fake pins, but that's fine. We'll take it. We'll take it every day, and I'm very appreciative to Claire for you sending these over. We may have to do a video from where we take these to the park and then see what we can trade them for. This is another one that is a Boo Boo Kitty. You can see by the dipped paint on it. You can feel the metal through this, but it's because the paint is dipped in there. So whenever they're making these, instead of them overfilling them and then smoothing them, they just won't fill them all the way up. They'll leave them very shallow paint. This is what the back of this looks like. And this pin again is very thin. This is another one that is a Boo Boo Kitty, but maybe one day we'll do a video on this, on what we do to trade and see if we can trade up. So we won't trade a fake pin for a real pin at the park. What we could do is trade for one that we're looking for in our collection that also is a Boo Boo Kitty. That could be a fun video for when we get back. Okay, this one is from Jessica. And when I say get back, I mean back to the parks, the Disney parks. Okay, let's see what's in this one. I still cannot believe I forgot to plug a microphone in a while ago. That's going to be fun when I'm trying to edit. Okay, I accidentally cut this one, so if I want to reuse this, I'll have to tape that, which is fine. It works. Okay. I saw this one, and I had to have this because all I could think was what an amazing little bag charm this would make. It's Cogsworth from Beauty and the Beast. How cute is this? So this still has the original Disney tags on it, and this is a very old piece. You can tell just by looking at it. Let's see if I can find a date. I don't see the date on here. Sometimes it'll have a code, and you can use that code on it to figure out the year that it was made. I'm not seeing it, but I'm going to say it's quite a bit older. But he has a lot of embroidery in him, and I'm going to end up taking this tag off and making him into a bag charm, but I just thought this would be perfect, and it will be. The size of him is perfect for a little bag charm. How cute is he? I think I ended up giving like $2 or $3 for it, so it's definitely adorable. There's some little bit of weight in the bottom of it. There's a little bit of like beans, so these are definitely one of the little bean bag things, but there's so few that are in here. I only feel it in the feet. Maybe it was to kind of help it to stand up. I don't really know what the purpose was for these few little beans to be in here. There's, if I had to guess, I'd say there may be like 20 teeny tiny little beads in it. So there's not very much. It's literally just here, like in the feet. It's not up here. This is not beans. This is just plush. But yeah, so I wouldn't even have to worry about taking those out for the weight. There's like no weight to this. But this is so cute. This will definitely make a great bag charm. Thank you, Jessica, for sending that over. Again, these, I paid for these, so these weren't gifted or anything. But thank you for sending it. Now, this one is taped so much, I don't know that I'll be able to reuse this one. We're gonna attempt it, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I can even get into it without cutting through the packaging. So I think that's what we're going to have to do, is just cut through it to try to get it out. Definitely sealed up very well. This is from Heather. Thank you, Heather, for sending this over. It's in bubble wrap. So this is another actual, like, sealable bag. That's really nice. I've not seen those. Okay, so this is a pen that I was looking at getting. If these have not been on my radar to get this collection, but we have one of these already. I can't remember which one it is offhand, but we have one of these already. And I thought, let me look. And then we decided to see if that was actually a collection, and it is. We do. It's Dumbo. So we have the Dumbo. These are like little bottle caps. I found someone that had these. I think this one was like $5. So I decided to go ahead and get this one to add to this one. I'm not sure what all characters they are. I'm pretty sure they had like a Elliot, maybe the dragon was one, and I'm not sure who the other ones were. These are really thick, heavy pens. So I thought this one would be good just to have. Well, we'll go ahead and get this one to add to the collection. So I'm going to stick this one in here so that I put it with that collection. And that made it through the last of those packages. So was there anything in there that you would have gotten? Are there any things in there that you collect? Leave a comment, let us know. Hey, do you have a Vinted page? Have you been shopping on Vinted? Let us know that as well. If you have a page, leave the store name in the comments so where we can check it out and see what you have. Let us help get you some sales, hopefully. And then don't forget to check out my Vinted page as well. It's Ventures with M, all one word. And maybe you can find some of the things on there that you're wanting to get. With that being said, have a wonderful day. And remember, we love you.